Marcy shot in the low 90s that day. Outplayed me by 3 strokes. We were unbeatable. Used to be. We did everything together. Now she's busy, I'm busy.
And you think she's getting busy with somebody else?
That's one way of putting it.
Do you really want to find out if your wife is cheating, Mr. Housen? Or do you want to stay married?
Yes. And yes.
Because what I'm saying is, your money could be better spent on counseling.
Or a hitman. I'm kidding.
People get upset. They overreact a little, and suddenly they're divorced, wondering how they got there.
Can you help me or not?
I can start first thing tomorrow, but you should know that some spouses find out they've been investigated and the marriages never recover.
I'm dying by slow degrees here, Miss Nelson. If it's over, I want to know. I'll call you tomorrow.
Anything juicy? Ectoplasm in his beanie. A poltergeist in the summer house. Swearing horns. Adultery. Again. Where do people find the time? You're so worth blowing off that meeting for. Are you free tomorrow? Gary's working late every night this week. Last night, he didn't make it home till 5. Anyhow, it's not all wine and roses, right?
All right, call me later. Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
What, we have plans?
Well, that depends. Did you get that raise?
Yeah, and I bought this place with it, too.
Oh, well, in that case, I am free for dinner.
Oh, that's good to hear. Let me just clean up this mess and we'll be on our way, all right?
Oh, this mess is why I'm here. My client called.
She's dead. I came upstairs. The bath was running. I found Marcy.
Sorry.
It was him. The guy, whoever she's been. I want you to find out who did this.
Well, that's why the police are here, Mr. Housen. You know, they know what they're doing.
I didn't come home last night, Miss Nelson. I sacked out in the office. I just came home this morning to change my shirt. But nobody saw me. And I know how it looks to these guys.
Mr. Housen, Detective Graham, can we talk over here?
I need somebody on my side. I didn't kill my wife. I didn't! Vic. Thought his wife was cheating on him and hired you?
Could be. We should have gone to my bar. I hate training new bartenders. Where have your hands been tonight?
Ask me again in a couple hours. So what's eating you?
Oh. My client made a joke about hiring a hitman, and 24 hours later his wife is dead. If he's gonna have her killed, why would he joke about it? Maybe he's setting me up as his alibi.
Are you always this paranoid?
Well, he doesn't have an alibi. He also doesn't have a ghost, or a monster, or a zombie. This'll be great.
So you say, but your eyes say something else.
Right.
Your eyes say that plain old murder's boring. They say that supernatural, otherworldly, freaky turns you on.
It always has to come back to you, doesn't it?
This could be your fate, Vicky.
Fate, right. Yeah, like I'm fated to go blind, like I'm fated to bring hell to earth.
So is your client worried about his upcoming experience with justice?
If that's supposed to be a slag against cops, I'd stop right there.
Well, it's not a slag against ex-cops, which is what you are. Are you trying to suggest that Mike is good at his job?
Not just his job.
I'm sure. Good night, Vicky.
Henry, come on. Marcy was great, Miss Nelson. She wanted it all, and she was getting it. And then somebody broke in and killed her. For no reason. Broke in? Well, it wouldn't have been anyone here. Oh, it had to be a stranger. All of our people are vetted. See, Mr. Housen thought Marcy might have been seeing someone. So maybe that's your stranger. I don't think Marcy was fooling around. No, Marcy loved Gary. Oh, yeah, right, and love has such a great track record. She was very happy. We all are. Marcy had a meeting that day, but she was home and the bed was a mess. How's that? She wasn't the best housekeeper.
Who knows what happens inside a marriage?
Hey, just so you know, avoiding my questions isn't going to help solve your friend's murder. There's nobody here. Who's that? My gardener. Your gardener? Our gardener.
Emmanuel. He works for all of us.
Was he working last night? In a way. He was teaching us flower arranging.
He's very talented.
Crime scene says the prints are of the loving couple. A few others came up, checked out as the cleaning staff.
Leave their prints behind. What kind of cleaning is that?
Good help, Dave. Hard to find.
What is that, a dig?
Hey, you don't know. You proved my point.
Salucci.
Yeah,
The friend of a friend delivered.
thanks.
You know what? I'm gonna leave you two lovebirds alone. Watch out, he's still carrying that Vicky torch.
Thanks for the tip, Cupid.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
There was a message.
Yeah.
Something like, the next time Salucci wants me to spend a day in records investigating a murder from 1932, tell him he can go. Forget it. Later.
Hey, Kate. Thanks.
Vicki Nelson, private investigator. I have a few questions.
You want to know where I was last night?
Oh, that'd be a start.
I gave a class in flower arranging to Cheryl, Isabel, and Wendy.
Marcy not invited?
She didn't come.
Didn't she?
If only she had.
You two spent time together.
I took care of her garden.
I bet you did.
She shines like the rose-fingered moon, rising after sundown, erasing all stars around her.
Poetry's really not my thing.
Her light spreads on roses and tender thyme, and the blooming honey lotus.
Oh, were you sure you didn't see Marcy last night?
Flower arranging lesson. Would you like one?
No, thanks.
Cheryl? Cheryl. Hi. Who are you?
Vicki Nelson, I'm working for Gary.
Oh, the PI.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Bruce Caldwell, Cheryl's husband. Is she around somewhere? Or?
I'm sure she's not far.
She's never where I think she's going to be. Oh, come on inside. Terrible about Marcy. Do the police have any suspects?
Not as of yet. How about you?
I mean, do I suspect somebody? No, not around here. And they're sure it's murder.
Well, she didn't strangle herself. How about that gardener?
I don't know the guy. I don't know. Don't the police usually suspect the husband?
What, especially if he's jealous?
Well, I don't know if Gary was jealous.
I do. It's settled.
And my mother's. She was an anthropologist. I used to be fascinated with those things when I was a kid. No cable.
Ah, where are they from?
All over. I'm ashamed it's a significant collection, and I don't remember much about them. They're a little valuable.
A little creepy.
No, I don't think so. My mother used to keep them in individual cases. Cheryl thinks that's tacky. Too collector-y. Women were really women back then, weren't they?
Yeah, I always figured the sculptors must have been teenage boys.
Yes, that would explain a lot. Well, I'm going to take another look around for my wife.
A gardener who quotes poetry.
You sound almost jealous. How endearing.
Jealousy is a useless emotion.
After 450 years, I don't waste my time on futile feelings.
Don't knock experience.
I never do. And experience is telling me that there is something between those women and that gardener. I mean, their alibi is too neat. Why wasn't Marcy invited? You go over tomorrow, sniff around some more.
Anywhere in particular?
You're kind of twisted. Has anyone ever told you that?
Maybe I'll come. He sounds irresistible.
So he's handsome. There's no crime in noticing.
You don't sound like a cop talking about a suspect.
I'm trained to notice details.
So am I. Like your heart beating faster.
Too much caffeine.
If you need to relax, I could quote you some poetry.
You could try.
Apparently it works.
If you want to know what works, you could get the garbage on your way out. Hi.
Are you okay?
You were just over at my place, you know, somehow, like in bed with me, running your hands all over my body, that kind of thing.
That depends. Were you enjoying it?
Henry,
No.
are you sure?
I think I'd remember it.
Okay. Okay, good. Well, that's a load off. Phew.
Disappointed?
No, relieved.
You don't look relieved.
Oh, no, this is my relief face.
Because finding me in your bed running my hands all over your body would be horrible.
Well, unless you were invited.
I'm all ears.
Obviously, here's the catch. You're a vampire. I'm a half-blind private investigator. These stories always end up tragic.
I could beat the odds.
I'm not much of a gambler. Night, Hank.
We could cuddle after.
What about the gardener? You check him out?
Not as much as you did, I bet.
Come on, Mike. You know, Corinne ran a dozen databases, came up with nothing on this guy.
Yeah, we figure Zorro's an illegal immigrant. We're gonna sit with it. He'll get nervous, make a mistake, then we'll bring him in.
What about his alibi?
Oh, you mean his harem?
The harem that just figured out they're a harem? Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, remarkably consistent.
So, any other suspects?
Come on, Vic. You know we like Gary for this, but I'm not gonna talk to you about it.
Okay. How about we don't talk about it over dinner? No work talk, I swear.
This so-called dinner, just the two of us?
Is there someone you want me to bring?
Is Henry working this with you?
He is. And you're killing the moment, in case you were wondering.
Well, you know, wouldn't want to kill the moment, but, come on, Vic, I just don't want to see you get hurt.
I'm going to try and remember that this is coming out of your concern for me, not out of some kind of caveman complex.
Why can't it be both?
Emmanuel? Emmanuel?
Hot?
A little.
I'd say a lot. So, Isabel, Marcy, just how many lawns are you trimming around here?
Oh, you have such great energy, Vicky. You must have many lovers.
I saw you with Isabel. Gary saw you with Marcy. The police are watching you.
I didn't do anything that people didn't want me to do. I cared for Marcy. I didn't hurt her.
Who did?
I don't know.
See, I think you do.
Cheryl.
I finished up work early, and I wanted to talk to you about the fall plantings. Any luck with Marcy's murder? Shouldn't you be at work? Shouldn't you?
Isabel has brochures about the new irrigation system. Excuse me.
Emmanuel was just giving me a little Shoka primer. You said the flower you started with is in this garden? Which one is it?
The pink
That
one.
My mistake, the pink one. Thanks. These women are lying about the night of Marcy's murder, so we are going to unleash Henry's mojo on them.
I don't have mojo. I have charm. Charisma, if you will.
I would. Well, whatever it is, you're taking it to the golf and country club tonight.
Golf club.
I know. But sometimes you gotta go where the case takes you. Meanwhile, we're gonna go back to Richie Rich's estates. I want to search the gardener's cottage. I want to search the gardener. He's our suspect. Delicious until proven guilty. So you okay with this?
I've talked to women before.
Yeah, but not as a PI.
Yet I usually get what I want.
You're not gonna, bite them, are you?
Are you gonna tell me I can't?
No.
Good.
It's just that it's not exactly protocol.
You are gonna tell me I can't.
Well, it's an investigation, not a picnic.
Is this really about something I might do, or something I didn't? The other night when I didn't stay, then you showed up at my place.
Oh, no. No, this is completely different. Completely.
If you say so.
Yeah.
I've got to change.
Okay, call me later.
You got it. I'm not going to
Fight them?
fight them. Tell me about your flower arranging class. What really happened that night?
We were practicing shoka. It's a Japanese style.
Sounds exotic.
Yeah.
And was Emmanuel there with you?
Emmanuel was in the living room. We all were. To think that shoka could have saved her life.
Except that Emmanuel wasn't there.
Emmanuel was there. He's the shoka expert. Oh, God. My career did come. Excuse me.
I think you like living life on the edge. Other people think they understand you, but they don't, do they?
Nobody does. Like my neck. I've always got this pain right here. And I never talk about it. Oh, excuse me. Just keep that filthy mind of yours on a case and a manual. All I'm saying is 2 great guys, and every night you're going home alone. Look, I'm too busy for the messy relationship stuff right now. Too busy for the messy? Because the working women here sure aren't. I appreciate your concern, Corinne, but I'd appreciate you shutting up more. Well, there was this thing the other night. Who? Henry or Mike? Neither. I mean, it was just this weird dream. I mean, it was like someone was in bed with me, running their hands all over my body. No face? Just an impression. No, like the weight of a body pressing down on me. And then it felt really real, though. Really real? Real. You know, Vicky, it sounds like an incubus. A what? Incubus. A sex demon. Sort of a virtual vibrator for the medieval set. Nah, I think it was just a dream. Call the police.
What happened? Is she all right?
Are they on their way? On their way.
Oh, God. Isabel. Isabel.
Bloody hell.
Henry!
Please, some respect for the game.
Vicky fought a demon.
What?
Something attacked Isabel, and Vicky tried to kill it, and it knocked her across the room, and it has glowing red eyes, and we think it might be Emmanuel. You golf?
My father killed the Scottish king. Yes, I golf.
Demons attack night. It's kind of a large search term. Well, it looked like it was sucking the breath out of her.
Incubus, do they?
Yes. Vicky had a visit the other night, you know. Lucky.
The other night when you came over, the hands all over you, the hands you hoped were mine.
Feared. Incubus, from the Latin incubo, meaning burden or weight. Do I need to explain that part to you? No, it's okay. I remember. Check this out. The incubus could be a nasty lover with a sexual organ that was freezing cold, double-pronged, or painfully large. Do those 2 words really belong together? And you think I should take up with the messy?
An incubus has the power to put everyone in the house into a deep sleep. Once she succumbs, the woman is dragged into hell for eternity. Country club. That's how they resisted me. They were under the influence of the incubus.
I thought you were irresistible. You resist him.
The incubus got there first.
Some excuse. Look, Looks like one of the idols at Cheryl's house.
She has an incubus idol?
Sort of. They're the husbands.
Doesn't make sense. Idols are used to worship.
Yes, but they're also used to summon demons, like the creep who did this to me.
So somebody summoned an incubus and it killed Marcy and Isabel?
You're asking the wrong gal about that, but find out more about these idols and get me a meet with Cheryl. And I want to know, how many more of your friends have to die before you tell me about you and Emmanuel?
You don't have to yell.
Well, apparently I do.
We have this networking group. It's a way for us to get together inexpensive. We usually don't end up talking much business, just complain about our husbands not giving us attention.
I swear to God, every time I'm feeling frisky, he's just laying there like a log. At least you're getting wet.
Really love him.
I am too busy for that right now, baby.
Oh, come on, Gary. I'll pay for that golf vacation you always wanted. Mercy. Mercy, these things are worth money. Look at that.
Yeah, he could solve one of my problems. Wouldn't it be great if he was like a genie in a bottle and all you had to do is rub him? God, make a wish. And Emmanuel showed up the next day?
Not exactly. But we all started having these weird dreams. Like someone was in bed with us. Someone you wanted to be in bed with. And then I figured Marcy had hired him. Turns out Marcy figured Isabel had hired him, and so on. He needed a place. I had the guest cottage on my property. So,
And the dreams?
we're pretty career-driven. You have your own business, you must understand that. You focus fully on one thing, other things disappear. Cooking at home, lazy Sundays, sex. There's not much time. Not much will either.
So you traded in the dreams for reality.
There was no shaka class. I was with Emmanuel the night Marcy was killed. I asked the girls to cover for me. And that was when we discovered we were all using the same gardener.
Wasn't your husband ever home?
Bruce. Bruce could sleep through an earthquake.
And the night Isabel was killed?
They asked. None of us were with them.
All right, shoot.
Okay, I know you hate this stuff, but Emmanuel might be an incubus.
What is that, a special interest group?
No, it's a type of sex demon.
No, Vicky, I know what it is, all right? I read, I watch TV, I know all about these things, all right? They're just fiction, myths, stories.
Like Henry.
Hey, speaking of which, where is he, all right? Attacking women in bed sounds like more his kind of thing, don't you think?
No, don't mistake this for something that it's not.
I mean, don't mistake an incubus for a vampire? I can't believe I just said that.
All I'm saying is that if you find Emmanuel, just be careful, that's all.
No, we'll find him, all right, and when we do, we'll put him away for life.
Yeah, but how do you lock up an incubus anyway?
Well, you're the expert, why don't you tell me?
I'll get back to you on that.
Vicky, what are you scheming?
Nothing. I'll be in touch.
Dr. Segura says there's no definitive method to trapping an incubus.
Well, apparently all you have to do is cry the unhappy marriage blues in your $1 million McMansion and he just shows up.
That's calling him. We want to trap him.
Excuse me.
Segura thinks the idol might help bring him in. And we'll need a ritual circle to hold him, spruce for manifestation, civet for lust, and the right bait. I'd volunteer, but the bait has to be sexually frustrated.
What? What? I'm not sexually frustrated.
And when he ended up here the other night, what? He took the wrong exit? We haven't seen him since Isabel.
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
The murders are so at odds with the way he is. Is.
What the hell are you doing?
Bruce, Vicky's gonna borrow it.
Oh, these belong to my mother. You don't just give them away.
I wasn't.
Show some respect for once. They're not for you, they're not for anyone. Understand?
I'm sorry, I should have asked. Sorry.
I paid off the mortgage when I got my promotion. I think it's been hard on him. Well, if this doesn't work, at least it smells nice.
So now what? I just wait?
I know this might be hard for you, but try to be in an open, receptive mood.
Okay, open and receptive. To a demon coming to kill me. Sure.
Open yet?
So, this is your trap.
Henry was out of line.
Sorry. How did you get in?
Hey, you were supposed to give those back.
Sorry.
What are you doing here, anyways?
Well, I figured you could use a little professional help.
She's already got it.
No, I said professional help, not blood-sucking bastard son of the king help. I looked it up. Fitzroy.
He reads.
Yeah, you two are gonna be big help. Okay, so we caught an incubus, now what?
I must say, Vicky, I am disappointed in you.
You should try it from my side.
Would you give me your hand, please?
No, I don't think so.
Look, we know what you are. Demon. Why would you kill Marcy and Isabel?
It wasn't me. I care for these women. And it makes no sense for me to harm them. I have food, shelter, sex.
And look at him.
Thank you, Bella.
So you just get pulled through to this side and decide to take on physical form?
Pretty much.
But why? What is so great about this world?
These women, so tough by day, at night with me, they were vulnerable. They responded to me, needed me. I could feel that. I can feel that within you too, Vicky. A longing.
I have no longing. There is no longing. Okay, well, actually, I have been thinking about getting a dog.
You don't have to explain.
No, explain.
The women?
Look, I made a difference in their sleeping lives. I wanted to make a difference in their days. He's lying. He's a demon. It's like breathing to them.
Yeah, unlike vampires.
Focus.
All right. Chell's confession has him outside of Marcy's house at the time of the murder.
Okay, we'll say he didn't do it. Right, there were a dozen other idols in that house. Maybe we're looking at the wrong one.
I may be able to help there. You said to find out what I could, so...
That doll did it?
Did you miss the part where the demon showed up? Did you miss the part where you started talking about dolls?
Idols.
Look, the same rules, just they don't apply anymore, Mike.
Yeah, I get that, Vic. Tiny little killers, huh? Yeah, that's not such a stretch now, is it?
Tell me, detective. You sleep with your windows open?
I repeat, focus. So then who's our hooded killer?
Maybe her. She's one of the Furies, the angry ones.
Relative of yours.
Stop it!
From Greek mythology. Sagara says it's probably the oldest piece in the collection. This one seems to be Megara. She attacks whoever you're jealous of.
Well, Gary was jealous of his wife. I mean, admittedly so.
Was Isabel's husband jealous of her?
No, not so much.
All the women were jealous of each other.
Isabel was the focus of that. I mean, she was spending the most time with Emmanuel.
Yeah, but there's no pattern here.
Listen to this. In the myths, Megara responds to the strongest feelings of jealousy, not necessarily to the person who summoned her.
So either they're passing around this idol
Or someone hasn't learned how to use it properly yet.
I think I know who.
Come on, demon, we're taking a ride.
I know you can feel it. Eating me up inside. She ruined everything. Ridiculed me. Feel it.
You're a child, Salucci, cutting me off at the light?
You've been driving for what, 90 years? You still choke at a yellow? It's pathetic.
Okay, boys, we have a murder to stop.
for yourself, somebody else will.
Hey! Get a grip.
Where are you going? She's in there. Get back here. I'm in control here.
Henry, cut it out!
Nothing! I'm the angry one!
It's a jealousy demon, you idiot!
Sorry, love. Already dead.
Mike!
Don't make me hurt you. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Give it to me! What's going on here? Get back! Glad I'm not the one writing the report.
Murder by jealousy demon in second degree. Yeah, it practically writes itself, doesn't it?
Trepidation adds a certain vibrancy to any encounter. But I prefer curiosity, willingness, passion.
The constant diet of coercion is tired after a couple of 100 years.
Exactly, and it's amazing how women have changed over this past century.
The art of romance is lost on women today.
I know.
So,
Poetry,
what about him?
romance. Women are not just
Henry's free to do what he wants.
No, the other freak. Is he sticking around or what?
He hasn't broken any laws.
No, just a couple of hearts, right?
Oh, I think he can cure them.
I was talking about the husbands.
I knew that.
Still, freak factor aside, it does just come down to human emotions, doesn't it?
Yeah, jealousy. Seemed to be a lot of that flying around tonight.
Vicky, I'm not jealous of Henry. I'm just worried about you.
Well, you know, I always work better with a partner.
Maybe. There's a lot about Henry you don't know.
You do? Look, I know that every time I've needed him, in my corner, he's been there. Reminds me a lot of somebody else I used to work with. Just trust me on this.
I do trust you.